I'm irrelevant. I am irrelevant on YouTube. No one knows who I am. I am irrelevant. No one knows who the fuck I am. No one knows who I am. I am irrelevant. As of this video, the recording of this video, it is the 5th of November 2025. I posted a video this morning, so I have about 827 videos, I believe I have now. And I have 227 subscribers. No, I have 817 videos, I believe. I don't know. Anyway, it's in the 800s. And I've been posting YouTube videos for 3 years, nearly 3 years on this channel. By next month, the 21st, it will be 3 years. Right? And really, I've been doing YouTube since 2018. I made my first channel in 2018. I stopped in 2020, made another channel in 2020. I was 14 now. And I made another channel in 2022, being this one, 16. A lot of trial and errors. My mind changed, my interests changed. They were primarily gaming content in the past. And I don't play video games anymore. My interests has changed with age. So a lot different than I was 7 years ago when I was 12, making YouTube videos in 2018. Now, unfortunately, those videos are no longer available. It would have been a nice reference point, my first YouTube channel. Though I do still have my second channel, so I never posted there again. But yeah, if you look at the scope of things, I'm irrelevant. I don't get watched on YouTube for the most part. I don't even scrape 5 likes on my videos, which is absolutely crazy. My channel's not growing, doesn't really grow. I saw silhouette, but it turns out there's nothing. My channel doesn't really grow on YouTube. What can I do? Honestly, the game's not fair, life isn't fair. And that's what growing on YouTube has taught me. It's not an easy game. You know, you have to keep that enthusiasm, even though there's no reason to have that enthusiasm. Oh, it makes sense to absolutely quit. Some of you guys may call me a psychopath. God, why the fuck are you still uploading YouTube videos when no one even watches you? Now, I believe my take on just careers, and I will answer that question. To that I say, my take on careers, you should have a career that you genuinely enjoy doing, and it shouldn't just be for money. And my reasonings for that, my conclusions to where I draw to that end point, is because, hey, there's money in every single industry. So some may pay more money than others. However, either way, you kind of need money to survive. I know money's not everything, but it is like oxygen. Shout out to my friend Mohammed. He said that to me in the group chat. That's some real talk, real game right there. And that's true, right? That is some real talk. So if you look at the scope of things, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say I am irrelevant. I don't get monetized. I don't get paid. I don't even have 10 people watching my videos. I mean, it's quite ironic because I have 3-digit subscribers, but not much engagement. I mean, I can only do me. I'm not going to sell my soul by acting like a clown, because that's the method nowadays, unfortunately. And I can sympathize with these people too. I can't empathize because I've never been in their shoes, in the sense of acting like an idiot and then blowing up for that because, you know, your real authentic videos weren't doing good enough. I can't empathize on that point. However, I do have sympathy because I get it. I get that temptation. I get those temptations too sometimes. And it's falling on. It's not, you know the hardest part with YouTube, especially when you're not growing. This is the lesson I've grown. Coming from someone who's made videos for about 7 years collectively, 3 years on this channel. It's to keep your morals, and it's to not base your self-worth on, online metrics. And it's one thing for me to just tell you not to do so. It's a very hard thing to do. It's not easy to do. Especially when you're a man. And, part of what makes you a man is making money. Like I told you in the beginning, making money isn't everything. But it is like oxygen. And shout out to my friend Mohammed again. That was some game. Anyway. But yeah, that's the hard part with growing on YouTube, because I've wanted to do YouTube since I was 7 years old, right? Do it as a career and whatnot. And I'm still fighting for it, hence why I post every day. And at a certain point, it's, like I told you in the beginning, you need to find a career where, you just do it because you simply enjoy it. You enjoy what you do. You enjoy that career. Like footballers, for instance, they don't just do it because they enjoy it for the money. No, that's stupid, because there's money in every industry. If you're going to do something, you might as well make sure you enjoy it, right? If it's going to be life's work, it's something you want to do. A lot of people say, oh, when do you want to settle down? When do you want to retire? I hate that phrase, settle down and retire. Why? Why settle down? Why devalue yourself? How about we settle up? People who retire and people that commonly like to say, oh, they want to retire, they don't like their jobs. And a lot of people in the 9-to-5 workforce, now I'm not discrediting them, I'm not telling you what they're doing is not just, You know, everyone's got to, you know, contribute their own way to society and whatnot. But this is it's very common. You hear people in the 9 to 5 space say they want to retire because they don't enjoy what they do. I hear it. I empathize with it. But personally, for me, I don't want to walk down that life path. So for me, you might as well just find something you enjoy. Yeah, like I say, you might as well find something you enjoy. And this is how I feel with YouTube. I've wanted to do this since I was 7. And after a certain point, you don't just do it for the sake of money. You have to find a reason to enjoy it because there's money in every single industry. And I say that's the hard part when you're starting out with, you know, growing and whatnot. It's, you know, trying to pretty much remember who you are as a person, because it's very easy to fall down in the trap of thinking, you know, oh, the views are down, so you feel down. That is a poor self-image to have. And I'm speaking from experience. Like I told you, I did this since I was 12 years old. I started YouTube when I was 12. And I remember the exact date. No, this was my second channel, right? You guys can even check it. Here's my second channel here. I don't post there anymore, but that's a good reference point. But yeah, I remember I was 14 at the time. This was in 2020. The exact date, I believe it was Thursday, the 13th of August. I was 14 at the time. And I made this Call of Duty video. And, you know, I was expecting, oh, it's going to blow up straight away. Lo and behold, no one was watching, right? Nobody watched. It was a rainy day too. So that pathetic fallacy, it linked with the situation that happened to me that day. It was very sad. It wasn't a nice experience by all means. It was horrible. It sucked. It was horrible. And I say that's the hard part, is detaching from, the numbers that you gain on social media with your personal life, the way you feel. And if you can keep that sanity by yourself, bro, you're on the right path. Because there's a lot of content creators, man, Twitch streamers, everything, man, that, you know, views are going down, their self-esteem goes down. You know, some people, they do something just for the image. It's that need to feel relevant all the time. And so they spend more, they get more money, they're too quick to spend more. Lifestyle inflation. They want to keep up with the Joneses. And hey, you may get people watching you, but it's short-lived. So the term people like to call you when, you know, you aren't really the talk of the town, and yes, I believe everyone has their time in the limelight, and that's subjective to what, you know, their own parts in life. Everyone has their time in the limelight. Everyone's gonna fall off naturally. Everyone's gonna fall off at some point. I mean, tend to label this term irrelevant to you as a whole because you're not doing good online. You're quick to think that you're not doing good in real life. You let that affect you in real life, and that's not a good mindset to have. So I guess if you look at the scope of things, if you look at my channel, I have 827 videos, 17 videos, 227 subscribers, averaging about 1 to 10 views max, maybe about 1 to 2 engagements, 5 on a good day plus. If you look at that ratio, yes, I mean, in an online metric sense, YouTube-wise, yeah, I am irrelevant. You're not wrong. I guess you could say I fell off on YouTube. I put fell off because I don't, compared to the big dogs, I don't really have much of a high sub count. So it's not really a massive fall off because I'm already kind of in rock bottom. But I guess you could still say, ratio-wise, I fell off on the internet. But you can't make that affect you in real life just because I'm not doing good in a career. Because, and it's not even just with YouTube, it's with every career. There's going to be times you may be a footballer, you don't win your football game. You can't let that get you down in real life. You may be a boxer, you lost your title. You lost. You may be a real estate agent, you couldn't sell any houses for that month. You know, it may have been near the winter period where everyone's not really focused on buying houses and whatnot. Everyone's, you know, focused on hibernating for the winter or getting Christmas. You may not get as much sales as you usually do. You may have your income split by half. And based on statistics and just online metrics and what everyone will probably tell, yes, you are irrelevant. You are pretty much irrelevant in that sense. But we can't make our own self-images become irrelevant. The self-images that we've built about ourselves, though, that moral compass, that moral foundation, that makes and made us respect ourselves, you can't throw that away just because you're not doing well online. Because life is ebbs and flows. There's gonna be days you're doing very good, there's gonna be days you're doing very bad. Like 2 days ago, was that, it's Wednesday today, right? Yeah, 2 days ago, I was recording videos here. It was the 3rd of November. I wasn't feeling good mentally, man. I just wasn't feeling good. Just wasn't in the best mood, you know? No, I feel good now. I wasn't feeling good at the time. But a lot of, and the reason primarily stems from what I'm talking about. I turned irrelevant on YouTube. I wasn't feeling good there. So when I was filming on the 3rd, so 2 days ago, didn't really feel like it. Didn't really feel like watching. I guess if you look at the scope of things now, nothing really changed in my channel. I'm still irrelevant. But it's my mind that changed. My channel's still in the dumps. I'm not growing on YouTube. I don't even get paid for this. I made 800 plus videos for free. It's my mindset that changed. My mind. It's so important, man. You may be irrelevant online, but you can't make your core personality, your authentic you, irrelevant. You can't dismiss that. Because when you do dismiss that, you become people like Jack Doherty, who makes stupid pranks online. There's many people in my head. I just don't know their names. But he was a prime example that just came to my head. He's an example of, when things don't go well for you online, and these are people that base their self-worth online, they throw their normal personality away and they put on a mask. And it will please the masses, it will please the world. But God is not happy with you. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not happy with yourself too, because you're not being true to yourself. So yes, I am irrelevant. I'm not going to sell myself out by acting like someone I'm not. I'll always tell the truth, even though if it comes with scrutiny. If I'm honest, then I don't see no sense to it. So yeah, man, as it's trying to say, I'm irrelevant on YouTube, but my own personal values, my view of myself, I respect myself still. It's these periods when, and it doesn't just have to be YouTube. I'm just making it about YouTube because that's my career path. But you may have a different career path. You may do coding or something like that. You're not getting much sales. You're giving it your all. If you're giving it your all, what more can you do? Honestly, just raise your chin, just say respect. All right, I gave it my all. I didn't perform today. That's me with all most of my videos. I spoke my truth. I didn't dim down the quality of my videos just because no one's watching. Because life has many surprises. What I used to do is, whenever I'm doing bad on YouTube, I would purposely not make an effort. I would have this mindset of like, oh, no one's gonna watch me anyway. Let me just make bad videos. That life is so unpredictable. Someone sees that bad video, and you see that video that was bad, and then you're like, oh fuck, why did I actually put in effort? Because that could have been a good video. Then you would have seen the good video. You know what I'm talking about? If you look at the scope, I am irrelevant. But my morals are not. I'm not going to change that for anything. I'm not going to act like a clown or a prankster or none of that. This is just not in my personality, man. And we do need comedians. I'm not shaming comedians. But some people, they want to put on a mask to try to get these followers. And then when they had enough, because it's a circus, it's a performance. Performances are only temporary. That clown's going to be replaced with another clown, and his cycle repeats, right? And eventually they're going to get tired. They're going to get old enough. Let's say they're 25, when their prefrontal cortex fully matures. They're going to go like, man, I don't want to act like this anymore, man. And then they come out on the camera, they're authentic. But then the audience is going to think they're still being fake. They're going to think they're a fake ass nigga. Not being real, but what they put on the mask to be a mask, they perceive as real. This is why you got to be you all times. In your trials, man. And I know the trials suck right now, but I cannot get a job to save my life, man. My life is good. Everything else is good. I'm suffering financially, bro. I have £34 and 80 pence in my bank account, bro. I'm in the pits of despair right now. My channel ain't taking off, so it sucks. Job market is rough as shit, man. Even then, these tough times now, this is what defines you. Your life. How do you act when things aren't going according to plan? Do you crash out? Do you sell your soul? Do you abandon morals? Do you abandon principle? Or do you put your head down like me and just keep moving forward? Because what other path is there? You either backpedal and become a worse version of yourself, or you keep going into the fire like I'm doing, not getting watched most of the time, sticking to principle and being honest with me. It's all a psychological game, man. It's all up here. You change up here, slowly your life will change. You may not see it now. I don't see it now, right now. Right? But when you look back, you'll see, oh, I made a lot of progress. But when you're with yourself every day, you can't see that. You can't see that. It's like if you have a brother or sister or a child, you're with them every day, you don't notice the growth spurt. But see, you may have a cousin who hasn't seen your child in maybe 4 months. They grew a lot. It's like, me, I'll link it back to YouTube because this is my career and this is what I do for a living, even though I don't get paid. See, that's the mindset you should have. Even though you don't get paid from it yet, find a career that you love, right? I don't get paid for this. I own myself and I still say I'm a YouTuber. Even though I don't get paid yet, I identify as one, I'm going to do it. It's like world champions boxers. Before they even get paid, before they even turn pro, they identify as boxers, footballers when they're kids. Even though they don't get paid yet, go into football clubs for free. Eventually that time is going to come, they do get paid. And it's not you get success, then you dub yourself as said thing in that industry. You identify as that and you work towards it, then you get the success as a byproduct. Simple terms, I don't wait to get 1,000 subscribers to start telling people I'm a YouTuber. I would tell people I'm a YouTuber now, even though I have 227 subscribers. Then the growth is a byproduct. And they may say, oh, but you're not even popular. Yeah, okay, I'm still a YouTuber. I'm posting videos on my now. That's on you for having that entitlement. You know? Thinking that everyone's just a blow up big guy. No, there's people grinding like myself, bro. I spent a lot of game. My brain's going all over the place now. But yeah, if you look at the scope of things online, I am irrelevant. In terms of my character, absolutely no. I am still the same Golden Nagoma. Right now, when I'm poor, and when I'm also rich, I stick to principle, and I don't change I don't need to put on a mask to please people. So if you get less views for it, so be it. I respect myself too much to sell myself out.